Hey, truck drivers, imagine receiving a text in the morning saying that the company you're working for is currently ceasing operations. Well, that's what happened to Tony's Express in California, an asset-based trucking company with a brokerage division, who closed abruptly. Over 200 employees, those are truck drivers, office employees, warehouse staff, who received the text message that they're no longer employed and that the company does not have the bankroll to pay them last week's payroll and paid time off. So literally from today to tomorrow, they have been left jobless. The formerly family-owned company, Tony's Express, headquartered in Fontana, had 87 drivers and 42 power units at the time of its closure, according to the FMCSA. The company also had 10 line haul drivers who were owner-operators working for them at the time of the closure. All right, so here's a quote from John Oley, the CEO of Tony's Express, and I quote, "The current market just didn't support our ability to operate and be a profitable company, and the cost of fuel in California made it very difficult. We were in very serious discussions with 2 different companies about coming in and partnering or taking over Tony's, and those fell apart at the very end, and literally it was a last-minute decision." All right, so I see this more and more every single week where companies are amalgamating together. Why? Because the cost associated with running a trucking company or 2 separate trucking companies, when companies amalgamate together, it makes it a little bit easier. Why? Because you don't need twice the office staff. You don't need 2 different accounting departments. You don't need 2 different safety departments. You can literally probably get away with, amalgamating together and keeping some of the staff, not all of the staff, and lowering the overhead of 2 trucking companies. And I'm seeing this more and more right now, especially when everybody thought the month of March was going to be, finally there's going to be some light in everybody's eyes, and the trucking industry is going to do much better in the month of March. But guess what? March numbers came in and it was worse than December, January, and February. So literally everybody has made a decision, or you could see that in the first 3 days, you got Pride Group in Canada that went out of business. Literally, I just made a video about this yesterday, and here I am today now releasing the information of another trucking company in California that has gone belly up. Now, these are not small companies. Pride Group in Canada, 2,000 trucks servicing cross-border. Now, this trucking company, 100 and something trucks. This is the norm right now that's happening in our industry. Cash flows are running dry. Companies are closing down. The insurance premiums are through the roof. The cost of running a truck is through the roof. Interest rates are through the roof. People cannot hold on anymore. People cannot survive. And this is why trucking companies are starting to go under, because their cash flow and their reserves, there's just nowhere to pull the money from. So when you read about a company that's after 70 years, I'm talking about 3 generations. This company was sold off in 2023, but still, 70 years old. I'm sure they had, their customers, their drivers, their loyal customers with them, but I guess they just couldn't survive, or they just couldn't keep up with today's changes. Everything is changing so fast in our industry, and I'm sure it's going to be a completely different industry 6 months from today with all these changes, because people are going to have to get more creative and they're going to find different ways on how to make money within our trucking industry. So stay with me as I keep you guys updated with what's happening on the news, and hopefully none of us are going to receive a text message like that to start off our day in the morning. I'm Ronen, and I'll catch you in my next video.